Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He stiff arms him. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Big yardage that time for Washington. 51 yards. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Gibson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, caught by London. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here we go. Ready.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Right through. Ball red. Ready.
Ritter back to throw. From left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Ready. Set.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ritter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On first down, right back to Gibson. First by him near the 35. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Second down, Howell now. That one complete out to Dotson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on third. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
At the 34-yard line.
Ritter now on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
6, Mega, Edo Blue. Ready?
Ritter throwing on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. This is brought in at the 21. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Samuel going to go in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Howell from the gun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 61 yards. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Commanders 14, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, right?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. Breaks through the contact. Still on his feet. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 20, here's 2nd and a couple. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He can't get him down. Richie Grant in on the tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And this is going to be incomplete.
half, after that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Rail, blaster, 6. Steel, black. Ready.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. A nice little juke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 79 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That's out to the flat for Gibson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Howell out of the shotgun. And that one too wide and incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Gibson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Commanders 21, Falcons 7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Now throwing on 1st down here. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Ritter now. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Dotson in motion right. They'll go again with Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On second down, a run with Gibson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here is third down and 4. Back to throw, Howell. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll try the left side with Gibson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Howell down to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll go play action. Howell. That one downfield for Dotson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Red, cycle. Set, hut.
Back to throw, Ritter. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Faking the handoff. Howell. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now 2nd and 3. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 109 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
18 Cardinal, 18, trap 60, trap 60. 18 left, 18 left. Come 19, come 19.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And Howell will throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now they send a running back in motion right. Now Howell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
35. Falcons 14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get to it.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Hut, hut.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.